Is the US government actively planning Captain Ibrahim Traore's downfall?
I, Michael Elliott Langley,
do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear.
American General Michael Langley. Don't dare to create problem between Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast.
You see, if you were to pull aside any random Pan-Africanist today and ask if Washington has its sights set on Captain Ibrahim Traore, you'd likely be met with a knowing nod, maybe even a fiery speech.
They are coming to unalive Ibrahim Traore. Yes, you heard me right. They are coming, and by they, the West, are coming to unalive Ibrahim Traore.
For many, the idea that the US wants Traore out of power isn't just speculation. It is practically an accepted fact. And the latest moves on the geopolitical chessboard are only fueling that belief. The smoke began to thicken earlier this month when Burkina Faso's Minister of Security publicly confirmed what many had long suspected. There were recent serious attempts to overthrow Traore in both April and June 2025.
There will be a coordinated assault on the presidency of Faso carried out by a group of soldiers who have been recruited by the nation's enemies. This assault should be carried out simultaneously with several large-scale terrorist attacks in order to occupy air assets, in case they fail to destroy them on the ground.
Even more incendiary, officials linked these coup plots directly to the neighboring Ivory Coast. And more shockingly, General Michael Langley, head of US Africa Command, has been spotted causing up to one of Burkina Faso's newly suspected enemies, the Ivory Coast. Just days after Burkina Faso's revelations, Langley was seen warmly engaging with Ivory Coast's defense minister and President Alassane Ouattara, flanked by a contingent of US military brass. This newly surfaced 2-minute video captures General Langley walking alongside the First Lady of Ivory Coast as they head over to a boardroom meeting with the other Ivorian leaders and the President of Ivory Coast. General Langley is also seen accompanied by several US military officers during this meeting. Now, the gathering comes amid rising tensions, with Burkina Faso clashing with the Ivory Coast and General Langley over regional security and diplomatic issues. While official statements have been scant, the imagery alone has sent conspiracy theories spiraling across the internet. Observers are piecing together a troubling narrative. Langley's visit wasn't just a courtesy call. It was, they claim, part of a plot to use Ivory Coast as a launch pad against Traoré.
American General Michael Langley. Listen, my brother. Your forefather was African. They had enslaved by the same colonial masters which you are trying to protect. The same people who destroy your forefather integrity, who destroy your forefather dignity. No, the same colonial masters are pushing you to come to Africa to kill African men. I'm going to tell you one word. Don't dare to create problem between Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast. Don't dare to create a matter between brothers. People of Burkina Faso, brothers and sisters of people of Ivory Coast. Don't create problem in our continent. We love each other. We are not going to fall your trap again. All you can do now, get out and go back to America.
After all, why else meet with the very leadership accused of hiding Burkinabe military plotters? Adding fuel to the fire, Langley has publicly criticized Traore in recent weeks, accusing him of hoarding Burkina Faso's gold reserves to prop up his military-led government rather than investing in the people.
That inure to the benefit of the strongman leader and not to the populace of the country. Does that sort of corruption and bribery go on with regard to the Belt and Road?
Absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traoré and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across.
Though Langley framed his comments as a concern for the Burkinabe citizens, many on social media interpreted them as a classic pretext, a way to paint Traore as an enemy of the Burkinabe people, ripe for removal. Following Langley's high-profile meetings, social media erupted with accusations. It is no longer hidden. The West, especially the USA and France, are coordinating with the Ivory Coast to invade Burkina Faso and either arrest or eliminate Captain Ibrahim Traore. One user commented. Now the suspicion don't end there. According to Mahamadou Sana, Burkina Faso's security minister, several military officers involved in the alleged coup plots are now hiding out in Ivory Coast, under the protection, he claims, of the Ivorian government.
These denunciations continued until Tuesday, April 15th, 2025, and made it possible to arrest the masterminds of the maneuver in Ouagadougou and others fleeing to Ivory Coast. It should be noted that the masterminds who are operating outside the country are all located in Ivory Coast, including the aforementioned individual Bari Abdraman. The conspiracy continues to operate actively from their operations center located in Abidjan, with the primary objective of sowing chaos and disorder in Burkina Faso before the month of June arrives.
Against this backdrop, Langley's visit to Abidjan feels less like diplomacy and more like choreography. But if Traore's enemies think they have cornered him, they may have another thing coming. The captain, a symbol of defiant Pan-Africanism for many, remains publicly unshaken. He has vowed to fight to his last breath to keep Burkina Faso free from foreign manipulation.
Because these people see us as subhumans. They see us as slaves. That's how it is in their minds. They have never changed their mindset. But it's up to us to show them that we are not slaves and we will never accept this state of affairs. So don't be fooled by the stories. They tell to anyone who will listen. You must stay focused on your fight. Stay focused. We know what we are doing. And even now, the VTP commander told me that there is a human rights training session underway for group leaders and their deputies. If we make efforts, we know it's for ourselves. We no longer do things to please someone else. We do it for our homeland. And you are committed to that. Defend your homeland. Do not listen to those individuals. They should not affect your morale. In the history of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black. No. You are the descendants of those same ancestors who went to defend others, who liberated the world from Nazism. Today you are fighting for your lands. These same individuals dare to create terms to tarnish you. We oppose this. We will never agree.